G'day. Here's how to leverage key people of influence who you don't know. Every industry has their key people of influence. These are the people that get quoted in articles and interviews, the people who speak at conferences. Everybody knows who those people are in their industry. And chances are, if you are not one of those people, you want to get closer to someone who is. It's all about helping to grow your industry credibility, perhaps, get more connections. Essentially, it's about getting closer to the sun. And a really simple way to do this, but also effective, is to go and find an article that person has written, pull out some quotes from that, and then put them in your own words, in your own context, in your own explanations, in a long-form blog post or even a long-form LinkedIn post. So you pull out the quote of the person, and then you explain in your own words what they were saying, and maybe why you agree or disagree with that, and that becomes your own piece of content. Now make sure that you give the attribution to the place where you got it from, either whether it was an interview or a conference presentation, because that's just good practice. And if you want to go a step further, a lot of smart people right now are doing this. They're creating social media tiles that I can then share with my network. And as an example, I recently contributed to the Spa Business Handbook. They've just sent me a nice little social media tile that has my image, the quote that I gave, and of course a nice frame around it with the Spa Business branding that says you can go and check out the handbook here. Similar to what you might get if someone speaks at a conference and trying to promote the conference, they will send you a little social media tile with your photo, the name of the topic that you're going to speak on, and then a link to where you can join the conference. And you can do the same thing. You don't have to be a publisher or a conference organizer to do that. You could be an individual who liked somebody's content, found that content interesting, pulled out the quote, put it in a nice little frame, and then instead of the Spa Business or the professional beauty branding on it, you could just put your own Twitter handle or LinkedIn handle on there. And the good thing is, if you share that with the person who provided the inspiration in terms of that quote, there's a very good chance they'll send it on and they'll forward it with their own network. Because the great thing about these key people of influence, they've generally got pretty healthy egos and they generally like something that is low friction. So now that I've got these social media tiles with me, it's very easy for me to just share it on. And if you create that as an individual or a company, as long as it's done with the right attribution, not too over the top in terms of your own personal branding, and gives me a bit of awareness, chances are I'm probably going to share it. So that's a really simple way and effective way that you can leverage key people of influence in your industry to try and help yourself, but more importantly, it gives something back to them because it helps them spread the word with not a lot of effort and no friction. Alrighty, that is it for today. I do thank you for your time, and I will be back again tomorrow. See ya.